Previously on SSL, we've arrived at the picturesque town of Saint Pierre in the northwest corner of Martinique. And while it's very pretty now, it was quite a different scene just over 100 years ago when Montagne Pelée, that big volcano in the background, erupted with a vengeance. Described as more of an atomic blast than an eruption, it literally decimated the entire town and its population in less than a minute. But as you can see, the town has since been completely rebuilt, and now I guess we're all just waiting to see what happens the next time the volcano kicks back to life. Good morning, and as you can see, it is just after 8 o'clock in the morning and we have finished our time in Martinique. So today we are on our way to Dominica. Been looking forward to going and seeing friends in Dominica for a while, and hopefully being able to help and do something to bring some attention to the fact that they are still in significant turmoil there. So we're going to go and do a little reporting on Dominica and take you guys along for the ride, see what condition the island looks like after 6 months after the storms. So that was the one that was the first one to get impaled by Hurricane Maria last September. So not sure what we're going to see, what the state of disrepair. I've heard that it's still pretty devastated, but we're going to find out. So I'm just tracking the weather this morning, making sure everything looks good. As you can see, just looking at my Wind Guru site here. And this will show you kind of what I look for. I mean, we don't have anything out of the ordinary right now. Everything across the board here is all standard nice easterly winds and less than 20 knots on average, so the highest we're seeing is 20 knots. So that means on the ocean it'll probably be gusting about 25, but we're kind of used to that. It's always a little bit more on the ocean than it is what they predict. So, but this is yesterday, Friday, so we'll do a quick update here. So far looks good. We've got 15 to 20 knots straight easterly. This afternoon shifting just slightly north of east, so that's good for us because we're heading on just a slightly west of north track. We'll show you that in a little bit as well, where we're charting to go. But yeah, we've got clear skies, no rain, and 1.3 to 1.4 meter waves, so nothing too significant there. So that looks good. So we should have a really good sail today. So we got everything ready on deck, everything's stowed, and just waiting for our neighbors. Decided we were going to travel tandem with our new friends on Drakkar. So we're just waiting for them to get ready and leave anchor. We were planning on leaving between 8 and 8:30 this morning, so I'm sure they'll be along shortly. And as you can see, I've got the deck cleared already. And we got the mainsail just partially up, ready to go, so it'll be easy to set up underway. And Brenden on standby, ready to go. As soon as we see Drakkar moving, we'll start our engine and get warmed up. Well, I put my sail up, so that should be a clue. Tiki's having her breakfast. Hey Tiki, having some breakfast. Hey pretty girl. Good girl. And dinghy secured. Both tow lines on, already hooked up. And ready to go. And Brenden was just noticing there's a lot of tents over here on shore now, as they've had some kind of event going on since yesterday. We went in for a little while yesterday to see, but it didn't really start till like 10 or 11 o'clock, and we're going to bed by then. Looks like somebody's house on fire, but we'll assume that's a barbecue. So for now, it's bye-bye Martinique, but on to Dominica. And there's Drakkar over in the corner up against the beach. Just waiting to see some signs of life on there and we'll get underway. Not that it really matters. I think they do 8 to 10 knots, so they're probably going to kick our butts anyway. But always cool to leave a tandem. Okay, looks like we have life on Drakkar. Okay, so here's where we are in Martinique. And there's where we're going right there, Roseau. So 34.9 miles. And as you can see, it's just on a westerly track of just slightly west of north. So with the wind coming from over here, just slightly north of east, is going to be perfect. We should be on a great beam reach all the way through the gap. So as I say, it should be a nice sail. Okay, if you want to go start bringing up the anchor, I've already got it up to 80 feet, snubber's off.
Okay.
So just start bringing it up as it's slack and just tell me if we need to go forward. Whoa, somebody getting excited. Is it stuck or still coming?
Just get it tight.
Okay. And there goes Drakkar. Okay, now we just gotta not hit any more fishing balls on the way out. And bye-bye Martinique. Say bye-bye Tiki. Bye-bye Martinique. And bye-bye to the volcano, Mount Pelée. Well, that's not a bad start to the trip. We're just coming out the side of the mountain and just leaving the wind shadow, so it'll be a while before we get any really clean wind. But there is our mountain. And that is a monster of a mountain. And I'll tell you, you don't understand how big it is till you climb it, and we climbed it from all the way back there. We started back in the town of St. Pierre and walked all the way up through the towns, into the hills, to the side of the mountain there, and then started to hike the peak. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Don't really need another one. Would have been cool to see it on a day when there was no clouds, but what can you do? Not meant to be this time. As you can see, we are just leaving the northern tip of Martinique. So here we are, arriving in Dominica. First time I've been here in about 2 years, and of course first time since the Hurricane Irma went through. One of the only places on Earth that's experienced sustained winds in excess of 220 miles per hour. That is a ton of wind, I can't even begin to imagine. But here she is. But of course that's just our first glimpse, and everything looks great from out here. Everything's green, I'm sure, but I'm sure we're going to see something a lot different as we get in close to shore and just start exploring inshore, which we'll be doing in the next couple of days. But for now we're just going to head up into Roseau, which is the main town just here in the south end in this bay that we're heading into. And we'll probably spend a couple of days here and then head up to Portsmouth. That's where I hope to run into my buddy Alexis up there, Boston Alexis, somebody I've always taken all my friends and guests and everything to visit. And he's a cool guy, lives up there, and I'm sure he's going to take us around and we'll do a little island tour and have a look at how Dominica is doing with the recovery process. So, that's what's coming. Today is just arriving. And the Bay of Roseau. And there goes our wind as we fall behind the mountain. But it is nice to be back. It was always one of my favorite islands, so let's go see what she looks like now. Time to go. And as you can see, we're just finishing our course. So here we are, coming into Roseau. So that's exactly where we're heading again today. In by another friend is called Seacat, somebody I met years and years ago. And he runs a series of mooring balls in here, and this is one place I always do tend to like to take a mooring ball, help the locals, and they'll go out of their way to look after you, you know, they'll make sure that nobody messes with the boat, you're on their ball, and it's just the best way to be, so that's where we're heading. Go in and see who's around. It is definitely looking pretty quiet in here. I haven't seen it this empty in a long time, so I'm guessing not too much going on. But let's get in closer to shore and see what we got. Alright, neutral, and we'll just drift in. And we'll get up behind him, Brenden hand into line. Alright, how you doing, man?
Okay, man.
Everything good?
Yeah, man. Let's go back and let's go to start. Okay?
Gonna unwrap it for you.
That's for you. Yeah.
Okay, now bring it back and tie it, Brenden.
Tie. Tie.
There you go.
The next one?
Yep. And lock it, you're good. Alright, good job. Be sure and join us next time as we begin to venture ashore and explore some of the devastation and destruction inflicted on this poor island by Hurricane Maria back last September. But if there's one thing we can attest to, the resilience of these people is second to none. They get up every single day and rebuild, rebuild, rebuild. And slowly but surely, they are starting to make progress. Thanks again for watching, everybody. You know I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and help us reach our goal of 100,000 subscribers. As always, I'll look forward to your comments below. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.